One of 9 children. They all died except Shakespeare, and he died when he was 52. Here's William Shakespeare's house.
Sacks in there had on it had wheels there.
Yeah, it's all Shakespeare. In England.
That's the blue book. Did you say green?
This is the springs, the hot springs, bubbling up.
Go back to the beginning.
Here we are at ground level, looking up. Looks kind of yucky. The bubbling baths. This is the Cathedral of Bath, and it's kind of famous for this side thing here of all of the little angels climbing up Jacob's ladder, and it's on either side of the church. The only abbey that was saved with its stained glass windows whenever the monks and things were dissolved in England, I think in the 1500s. The original stained glass windows from the 1200s, maybe even before. Book, Organs of Europe. Organs of England. Oh.
In other words, like at that time, you had kind of free men and
Stonehenge probably started as a site 5,000 years ago, and then they made a wooden wooden altar in the middle, but of course the wooden altar didn't remain, and then in 2500 BC they started with these rocks. This is a view from the station stone, and it says that light will go in and hit the stone, I guess in that little hole. Supposedly the blue stones, these laying down in front, are the blue stones that were brought over from Wales. This is the depiction of what they thought it might look like. Hole. Into the bus, we spied these. These are more burial spots around Stonehenge. Out in the fields there. So we walk back to our bus.
Also associated with the early Celtic tribe. They would have dated to the 5th or 4th centuries BC. The Saurovodeses out of here and went down to where Salisbury is located today. Now they took with them some of the stones belonging to the old cathedral that was up here, the old church, and that is included now on the wall of what we call the close of the cathedral. The close is that area close to the cathedral, that area that is sort of walled and encloses the open space.
This is the Salisbury Cathedral with its spire. You ought to be trying to shoot a camera and walk. This spire is supposed to weigh around 6,000 plus tons, and so they had to add these little archways along the side to hold it up. The evil clock at Salisbury Church. It's the longest running medieval clockworks in England. It goes all the way up, do the jump up there. This is the choir of the church. With its organ.
Very famous for its glass. You can't walk across the night.
Well, that door's open. I think you can. Because see the door's open, see? No.
This is Seymour's, and the lady was Queen of England for 9 days, so that's why she's raised up over him. We're going in here to see the Magna Carta, which is one of the 4 certified copies of the Magna Carta in England. Archlight. I think it's cleaning the church or something. These things that look like cobwebs are added later to take pressure off of the spire so that it would stand up straight.
It's a brace between that wall and the spire.
That was added in 1500s, I think.
See, it stopped and took a picture, so I thought that's what you take a picture of.
Duration of other guests. Please turn off your mobile phone. North, south, east and west can be found clearly marked above the glass.
St. Paul's Cathedral from the London Eye.
Thing down here that looks like a concrete valve. That's
I am. It's 20 till 6 by that. Scotland Yard.
Where? Right here.
This red
And
building.
this building next to it,
To the left.
back behind to the right.
Oh, uh-huh.
Back behind it, it's hollow in the center.
Yeah.
That is the Foreign and Commonwealth Office.
Oh.
This.
Oh, that, all those...
That big building right there.
In the middle of the park.
Street, that's Buckingham Palace.
I wish we were here whenever they did.
Behind Big Ben is Westminster Abbey. That's Victoria Tower with the flag on it. We're in Piccadilly Circus right now in London. We've been standing watching a guy do the limbo over there. That's him right over there. He's got his limbo stick on the wine bottle. And we ate supper in the Planet Hollywood at the Trocadero.
The palace gates towards, and he was acknowledged, or more than acknowledged, with this piece that you see here. So that's him sitting in the throne, and then underneath you can see a lot of statues in white stone there. He was 19th century, Queen Victoria, 19th century. The statues are of with you know, arguments over painful. The lion caused a bit of a stir. Some people reckon the lion looks more like a monkey.
At St. Paul's Cathedral, where the Queen had her ceremonies here for her 50th year reign. It survived the war.
His face staring out the sun, and that's their. It comes from Egypt, and we call it Clear We Go. Paid for by British Airways, £10 million, assembled in there in the very dark blue uniforms of the Queen's household camp, laid in state in there. Beyond it, the low-lying buildings, kings and queens are crowned.
Edmund Spencer's grave.
She's got a fringe come through. It looks like Hitler, that horse, doesn't it, with that fringe, look. And then that's the parade ground through the back. God, don't they look young, these guys? Amazing.
It's a girl over there.
Yeah.
They then went to, once they split up, Charles left.
Shirley Bassey. This is Tom Jones. Dame Edna. That's the coach of the England soccer team. Mel Gibson. Interviewed by the Skinny Oprah.
Stop recording.
Here's Rosie's Tom Cruise. front of me. Henry VIII and all of his wives. That right there's not a wife. Elizabeth I from 1533 to 1603. And Victoria, 1819 to 1901, and this was her Prime Minister, Benjamin Disraeli. Here's the Queen on her Jubilee.
This one here is 1862. And as we got on the other half of the Parliament, done in 1840. Westminster Hall survived, that's what the Queen Mother was made in state, and that's on the other side of 1097. Westminster Abbey is just behind the Parliament Church. So they didn't want it to clash with Westminster Abbey.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just taking a picture.
This style of architecture. We now call this mock Gothic Victorian. So the flag is up. They look, we know what they're doing. I mean, look at those architects. Look at right back. Look at the top. A little turret on the right-hand side is upstairs leading down to the river. He used to send us the head to the town after probably the 11th ground. And I understand the board of art with the great was facing the president. If the axe was facing over the fence, he was going to be the president. And he was having London to come to the centre. Now we're going to turn the phone around. Is it cool? We'll be left with that because it's bullshit. Just don't fall. Sippy is on one side and Jim is on the other side. You can hide which side you want. But the township is just coming through now, right? So you can please slow down the boat and get nice into the rocks. Everybody's thinking of nuts, you know. On the right-hand side, these are the spice stops that they used down there, saffron and cinnamon. And there's three wonderful restaurants here. You have the sign you see here, the white building, and that's also very nice restaurant in there. These apartments, £1 million a place. You can see now the township is just going through. You see how the bridge is open. Come this way through, never to return again. Two of them belong to Henry VIII. I mean, two.
London to see the crown jewels. We're going through Trader's Gate.
It is a word for as the Tower of Blood. And it goes, the Tower. Surely, one of the greatest strikes that occurred in there was in 1483. The alleged murder of the two boy princes, Edward V and his younger brother Tower in 1078. It took 20 years to build. It now contains all the arms and armour of the kings and queens of England. However, after the Great Fire of London in 1666, flocks of these birds came here to the Tower. We were a few remaining buildings, and they did untold damage to the Tower. only ever spent the last 19 days of her life on this earth, a prisoner in that house, will be issued here on the private.